Hey, happy Saturday to you. It is the 255th Power Hour, so that's kind of a lot of them under the belt, so to speak. That's 255 hours of this stuff we've done. And we're here for another one. Let me get my screen share going here better. So just a second. Get everything set up the way we want it to be set up for. Um, let's see. What is happening? In the 140, well, Mosaic is coming screaming toward us now. So if you need to get a proficiency check in for an airplane or helicopter, you need to do it before the 22nd of October, or you won't be able to use that route anymore. You'll have to do it with the DPE. So I'll explain a little bit more about that as we go through, just give you a quick update on it. But I wanted to say there's changes coming. Yeah, there's that. Okay, so let's see. The format of the show will go like this. We're going to do the first hour right now, the hour, I should say, and halfway through this show, I'll stop and do about 5 minutes and tell you what we're doing. And then it takes about 5 minutes, not much longer, maybe six, but not long. And then back at it we go. And then we'll do it. We'll close out the show at the top of the hour. Somewhere in that time, somewhere near the end, you're going to see in the chat. You want to keep your eye on the chat because that's how you get wings credit. So you'll put it'll ask you to go to a site, you put your email in there and all of that. Because what we do with that is that we collect that as like an Excel file, a CSV file, and we upload it directly to FAA. And then that way, because there's two or three, 400 of you. So to do that manually is not practical. So, but to do it in there is the way we want to do it. That's how we're going to do it. So anyway, that look for that in the chat. That's when it will come. I'll remind you several times as we go through. And anything I talk about or anything that's interesting or we have something going on, you'll look at the chat and there'll be a link in there for you to click onto it to get it, whatever it is, or to look at it or whatever the case is. So, and then after the first hour, you'll have your wings credit. If that's all you need or that's all you wanted, then that's fine. But we're going to open up the second hour. I'll go through the chats and make sure there's nothing important there. Because sometimes during the show, I don't have a lot of time to look through them because a lot of them come through. And then after that's done, then I'll open up the room to open mic. So you can ask questions or do whatever you want. And I'll keep it open for as long as you want. So we've gone till 5 o'clock. So we've gone 5 hours, 4 hours of chat in that room before. Not that we need to do that, but we got to do that. So we'll do that. And there's nothing really off topic that's not aviation related. So typically we may focus just on this for a while, and then some other people have other things. And a lot of times we have various experts in the room that we don't know that are there. So, and they will chime in with something, unique or important or something. So it's always worth doing. Okay, so with that, we're going to get started on this. So next week we have a very similar presentation, but it's on. The format will be similar. It's a commercial pilot requirements. So some of you are in process of getting ratings, and what I hope to show you is how to get through this process. Number one, very realistic expectations, and then the other part is to the extent that I can to show you how not to get burned and how to save as much as you can. That makes sense to do. So there's certain money you have to spend. Doesn't matter. It's going to be that. And you can overspend or you can underspend or you can really get taken in this business. There's a lot of most operators are good, but there's occasional ones and we can show you how to sniff them out. So a bit about that and some of the technical sides of learning to become a private pilot, like what's all involved. Because a lot of what I see is unrealistic expectations. People who come to our business come to want to fly. They have very similar traits. One is you aren't going to believe it when I say it, but they're all risk takers. Every one of you, almost every one of you is a risk taker. You just don't recognize it. So the reason I know you're a risk taker is because when I try to market to you, I know where to find you. I didn't used to know where to find you. I look at things that are other risky things like scuba diving, kite surfing. I look at skiing, right? All the motorcycle riding. That's all that stuff. So that's the first thing. So and then people want to use aviation sometimes in a way it's not going to quite work as well as they think it's going to work. But in other cases, The use case is superb. It's like, well, that's what it's kind of designed for. So I want to kind of step through that so that when you decide to do this, you kind of know what you're getting into, and you as a flight instructor will know how to better decide whether this is a student has realistic expectations or not. So let's cruise through this presentation. Live from CFI Boot Camp in Miami Beach, Florida, this is the Power Hour. Welcome.